Happy New Comic Book Day, everyone. My name is Chris the Comic Vet. Hope this live stream finds you safe and well. I see the chat starting to get a little bit more content in it. Just make sure that now that you're hanging out here, you might as well stick around for a while. I will give away a couple Walmart exclusives at some point during this live stream. Just not right now, because it's time to introduce some of my friends that are hanging out backstage. Today was not as much as a disco as it's been previously when my new intro came out, but here we are regardless. It's my Slab Hub co-host. I should say he's the host. I'm the co-host. It is his brainchild. But anyways, it's Rob.
Hi.
And Digger Jim wearing a beautiful, I can't stress this enough.
Yes.
A beautiful Arsenal jersey. Is that a blank back, or do you have like Thierry Henry on the back? Who do you have on the back? Anybody?
I think it's blank. Yeah, it's just a generic one that my wife got. Doesn't have anybody on it. I wish it had Henry. Yeah.
Your wife treats you well. Henry, to me, he's just at least my generation, the best player that I've seen, play for Arsenal.
Sure, without a doubt.
Right. Rob's like, I have no idea.
I got a Spaceball shirt. Does that count for anything?
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's Jim's wearing that shirt today in honor that Arsenal beat Chelsea 4-2. I wasn't aware of the match, I got to be honest. But yeah, that's good news.
I think it was a COVID remake. It was the one they had to make up for like both sides got COVID and it just postponed it.
Yeah. I'm glad to see the Gunners came out gunning. Let's say hello to the chat. Las Cruces 1971. Hooray! Hope that you're doing well. Gene, hope that you're doing well, my man. Thanks for joining us.
Gene.
The Augusta Book Exchange, ABX. Paul, hope that you and your wife are doing well. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. And Warlord, hope that you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. And not only is he the brother to John, but he's just plain Brother John. What it do, my man? Hope that you're doing well. And Circumstances, what up? Hope that you're doing well. Oh, also, Stephen C. Thanks for joining us. So just let everyone know who's hanging out in the chat. I did just record a couple videos. I happen to record a couple Walmart opening up a couple Walmart blind pack openings. My God, it's tough to talk today.
Say it 5 times fast.
Right,
Yeah.
5 times fast. And I also recorded the introduction to my giveaway contest I'm going to be doing for 700 subscribers. I'm floating around 663 or 64 right now. So I figured it's time to start talking about 700. And like 500 and 600, I'm going to be giving away a bunch of cool things. Watch for that video in the next little while. And if you choose to participate, please do. And I will look forward to your participation. Make sure that you check out that video when it drops.
I feel like I'm supposed to be pimping my subscriber count all the time whenever I listen to Chris.
I'm at 160. Can I get me to 200?
Are you at 160?
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Slowly.
I'm like
Hope that you're doing well. Can I have someone please drop the link to Jim's channel?
Nah.
Jim, do you have a blue wrench on my channel?
I don't know.
Can I have someone please drop a link to Jim's channel?
I do.
And I will ask everyone that's in the chat, please go over and subscribe to my man Digger Jim. Thank you.
Oh, look, Chris, you did it.
Yeah. Look at that. You're amazing.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. And Gene's saying that he's stuck at 37. Next time, Gene, it'll be your turn. I'm sorry, Dale. I will fix that as soon as I can. But yeah, my new comic book day was pretty good. Like I picked up some things. It was not that expensive as before, but Rob was saying backstage things were a little different for him.
Crickets. I I'm wondering why I even bothered to take the time to drive down to burn more in gas than I spent on comics. Especially since I actually had to fill up for the first time in 6 weeks.
Ooh,
Gas
maybe,
is really
maybe
expensive
longer.
Here.
That was probably a big shocker.
Well, so gas down here in California is always higher than anywhere else.
Sure.
Right.
And
Thank
so
you, Tyler.
And so I know I filled up, it was like $5.60 a gallon. But last time I filled up, it was like $4 a gallon. I know it went it went higher. I know it went up as high as $6 around here. But
wow.
I mean, it's been so long since I filled up that I don't drive but anywhere hardly.
Well, there we go. Now,
thanks, Paul.
Paul being very kind, we appreciate that.
What's up, man?
Somehow Taylor just joined us.
Of the nerds.
I'm more like a peasant.
Mr. Sticker himself, Taylor Winder.
Taylor.
Magnets are much better than stickers, Chris.
False. War Machine, Punisher, hope that you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm just poking fun at Taylor. If you guys haven't seen, I opened a fantastic mystery box from Taylor this past Monday, and I asked DJ Links to help me a little bit with the reading of the notes. And on that note, Taylor basically said no stickers or anything. We're trying to save the planet. But the note he actually wrote it on was a sticker. Was a sticker.
Because my other printer wasn't working, so I printed it on my label printer, which is all stickers. So yeah.
But yeah, it was a hell of a mystery box. I pulled off what I thought was a big spec book. 1 in 25 Star Wars High Republic issue #1 and 9.8. I guess I'm kind of shooting myself
right now.
I was gonna say, I guess I'm shooting myself in the foot by not having anyone go look at the mystery box by showing the big result. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this one. I gotta admit, man.
There were other books in there. You don't have to give away all the secrets in it. But
no, there was a beautiful homage that I actually almost picked up on 2 different occasions, and I'm happy to pick it up this
one. That one hurt me to put in there, but
I was getting ready to say I was going to start claiming some stuff. If all you care about is the slab, I'll take the rest.
There was actually a couple. There was there was. I don't want to spoil it, but
just go watch it, people.
Go
watch it. It's really good.
There was a very cool Simpsons thing in there. A fantastic, I want to say replica, but it's not a replica. What's the word I'm looking for here? Facsimile. Pardon me. Yeah,
clone.
There was a clone. There was a very cool clone. It was, like I said, a hell of a mystery box. It's the last 2 weeks, in fact. The first one was from Nick's Kicks and Comics.
And Nick's got some real good ones.
And this one's from Taylor. It was some real good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sad I missed out on Nick's.
Flo, hope that you're doing well. And Michael, same to you, my man. J-Man has joined us, saying that he can't stay too long. But I'll just throw it out there again. The chat seems to be a little bit more active. Make sure you stick around as long as you can. I will be giving away a few Walmart exclusives at some point during this live stream. All you have to do is be here, be subscribed, and subscribe to Digger Jim.
Me.
There you go.
Oh
crap! I have to resubscribe to Jim.
Yes.
No, if you're already subscribed,
you can't say Jim's a good guy. It's not like someone
unless you unsubscribed.
Don't do that. All that does is mess up his own channel count.
I get unsubs every damn day.
I told you it's for my algorithm that I unsub you every day.
Yeah, it makes sense.
These 2 crusty men. Anyways,
hey,
Taylor, how was your new comic book day pickups? Everything that you want
Pretty
there?
weak today. I mean, it's another slow week, really.
Yeah.
I thought this.
I got a couple books that were good and a couple that were absolute hot and garbage. Tiny case.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't say that I haven't read it yet.
Let's just get right into this. I'm in the hot seat. I guess I'll just blow myself up.
Blow yourself, Chris.
Yeah. Myself up. Keyword.
Somersaults, Chris. Doing somersaults. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so that's kind of light for you.
Yeah, but this is definitely going to be a reading week as opposed to like big spec week, even though the big spec book I'm sure everyone hopped on board with. But the book I'm looking forward to the most, tied for the most is We Live.
You're gonna have to let me know what you think of that one too.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Watch my video at 8:30.
Number one, there's two number ones. I thought they really crammed a lot of story into those two as the base. So I'm hoping that this one is not as much cramming, at least. But again, it's hard to say something negative about We Live because of how much I enjoyed Volume 1.
Really, you find it hard to say negative things? I'll teach you the ways.
About We Live. We Live. This is issue O of Captain America with that wild Alex Ross cover.
Yeah, that's a cool cover. I didn't get that one, but it's a cool cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this run a go. I enjoyed the last run. It was a lot of ups and downs.
I'm guessing I'm gonna go on a crazy limb here and guess that Captain America is disgruntled with America,
or somehow lost his shield,
or lost his path in this country.
Okay.
Trying to navigate this land of ours. Yeah.
Okay. I found the last volume. The last volume was okay. Wasn't as good as, say, Kelly Thompson's Black Widow, which just ended at 15. I thought that was a real good run. So I'm hoping that this one at least can match what Thompson's Black Widow was. This is Spider-Gwenverse issue number 2. I actually enjoyed the first one a little bit. A little bit of a guilty pleasure read, so I'll continue reading with this one. I've heard that this is the read of the week, but I'm sure Taylor will say no. But this is World's Finest number 2.
It's got Doom Patrol.
Right.
Yeah, we like Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
And in case no one's heard, I like Jenny Frison, so I picked up issue 42.
Nice.
But just look how good this is.
That's a nice cover. Yeah.
It is a nice cover.
Yeah. Frison doing Frison things. It's the return of Nice House on the Lake. This is book 8, not issue 8. I guess book 8. Some people say this is the best stuff Tynan's putting out. I know. I like DC versus Vampires personally. Then I would say,
I didn't even know.
Yeah. Then I would say this. Then I would say Something is Killing the Children.
I sort of assumed DC versus Vampires was Tom Taylor.
Okay. And Arthur Morgan. I wish I could be as calm as Chris. Well,
it is 420.
This is all a facade.
Yeah.
Right now, my foot is tapping faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. Just a heads up, like I mentioned earlier, I'm about to announce my 700 subscriber push with some of the grand prizes. The video will be dropping soon. This book will be something I give away during that live stream.
Hey, Chris, any chance you're coming up on your 700 subscriber push?
In case you didn't hear, I'm pushing for 700 subscribers.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna we save the word amazing for like childbirth.
Well, you're also pushing. It's like that's childbirth.
I'll give you that one.
That's
sir.
Phenomenal.
You got me on a technicality. I'll be giving away the first full appearance of Titan in Hulk number 6. We've already heard Taylor say no dice on it being I guess it's not as good as Null. I also picked
at 8:30. You can find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Also picked up the variant of Titan here.
They wouldn't let me do that at my shop.
And Spider Hulk. Woo woo.
Yeah.
Those were Mark's picks, by the way, from Two Cool Guys this past Sunday.
Of course they were.
My hot pick, everyone would probably say will be the better read, but this is book 3 of Catwoman, Lonely City, written and drawn by Cliff Zhang. If you haven't read the first 2 books, let me tell you, you're missing out. It's an older Catwoman that was just released from prison, and in this particular issue, she decides that she's going to do one more big score from the Batcave. Now that Batman has actually passed away. So that was my new comic book day.
Was she released for killing the Joker?
It sounds kind of similar to that Rogue story.
Yeah, but yeah, Rogues 1 came out just a couple weeks ago. This is now issue 3. So which one borrowed the idea from the others?
It's the DC. It's the DC's new plan. Just make everybody old and try and steal some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
If you're going after the giant penny, it better be the goddamn giant penny.
Or the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Rob, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was asking if she was in jail for killing the Joker.
Oh, she was falsely accused of killing the Bat. So
Oh,
we'll see.
I thought
But
maybe for a second when you talk about Batman being gone and this, maybe it was almost tying into what we're seeing with Batman, Catwoman, Batman, or whatever it's called.
Honestly, guys, if you haven't read it, it's a great read. I'm sure Paul from the Augusta Book Exchange has probably gone through it. He can back up the fact I'm saying this is actually a real good read. Every so often, you get one of those creator stories where the writer also handles the art, the interiors, and everything with it. This is one of those cases where it's a home run. And yeah, normally I wouldn't recommend a book 3 for Two Cool Guys, but Lonely City is just so good. It's worth checking out. It's a little bit more expensive as it's those prestige black label size books. And
but it's all right because now you can get them slabbed at CBCS.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, Paul just said make sure you have time to read We Live #2. Once again, there's a lot in there to absorb.
That's code for cram full.
It's crammed full. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anything other from the Miranda brothers, let's be honest.
I don't know. The first We Live wasn't that crammed. It's a pretty straightforward story when you break it down.
Right, because we only had 2 characters basically and their adventures. Now it seems that we're focusing in on an entire world as opposed to just 2 characters going from A to B, right? Cole saying Nice House is for sure his best book. Okay, that's an open debate that I wouldn't argue either way. Eli is saying peace. And hey man, it's what I do, right? It's what I do. I even go on other people's channels.
Beckerman, you know what? He's working on and pushing for 700 subscribers too.
Or if you're German.
7.
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what it is in sign language. It was one hand, but anyways.
You only need to get one more sub. 666 on 420. Let's
go. I love it.
That's great.
Welcome to California, baby.
G-Man saying World's Finest 2 was okay. I was hoping for more Batman and Superman on their own instead of having so many heroes in it, but still cool.
Yeah. Smash that like button.
Interesting.
Yeah, comic book family can't stay, but wanted to swing by and show some love. Smash that like button. Thank you very much, Tate Pratt. You were saying, Taylor?
Oh no, I was just saying hi to Tate. Sorry.
And you hate the prestige formats, so we'll wait to get the collected. Yeah, they are large, but I really enjoy the fact that it shows the artwork a little bit better.
I like prestige form, but I am trade waiting that one because like I missed the first couple, and it's just
it's worth picking up.
I might even just do it digitally. We'll see. Like,
yeah, but yeah.
Rob orgasmed.
I just suddenly put 2 and 2 together that like these prestige format books I have in here that I got signatures and stuff on.
You can finally get them.
This is a series. Yes,
doesn't have enough slabs yet.
Yes.
Hey, that's right.
There was that moment when the lights turned on.
It just took a second for my brain to engage.
Click.
That really was an orgasm.
16 days after the announcement.
Rogues is great. First issue of Rogues was awesome.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Arthur, this is one of the cases where we, outside of Rob, I don't think Rob read it, but we would collectively say Rogues 1 is probably still on the shelves somewhere. Pick it up. It's a fantastic read.
And
it's one of the few where all like 3 of the 4 of us agree that it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It's a Star Wars
As a matter of
book,
fact,
right?
shouldn't that be coming out? The next one?
Yeah, Rogues 2 should be out probably, I believe, in the next 2 weeks, unless they're going to do it every other month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gene has joined up. Very good. There you go, Jim.
Okay.
That's another one.
Thank you, Gene.
Mr. Rob looks like the old school's 49ers logo guy, Gold Rush. Oh. As a Bills fan and a Packers fan. And
you're talking about Sourdough Sam. I mean, Sourdough Sam. Yeah, I got a sourdough starter. We'll go make some sourdough right now. Let's go. The mascot's name for the Niners was the mascot's name for the Niners was Sourdough Sam.
Sourdough
French bread, sourdough bread.
I know what sourdough is, but okay. But did he have like? Did he look like Yosemite Sam?
San Francisco is known for its sourdough bread.
Oh,
among other things, orange bridges, prisons in the middle of the water.
Gold
Oh,
Rush.
That's what we do when you come out to San Francisco. We
Sure.
want to take you on a tourist. We take you to see a bridge that's been painted orange, take you to a prison in the middle of the water that's fallen apart, and walk the streets and smell the pee and check your feet for heroin needles. It's all good.
Is Wyatt Earp buried in San Francisco? I know he went there later in his life.
Nobody's buried in San Francisco. There are
Okay.
actually no cemeteries in the city of San Francisco. All the people who were buried pre I think it was shortly after the earthquake. Basically, they removed all the bodies in the cemeteries and moved them outside the city limits. And the city is just city and stuff. So there's actually no cemeteries in the city proper of San Francisco, or so the story goes.
Learn something new every day on the Comic Vet channel.
Yeah, you can go to San Francisco Mint, Eli. There you go. You can go see a mint that no longer mints coins, that didn't burn down. That's its claim to fame.
You can go to a neighborhood that used to be hippies.
You can go look at a road that's really crooked.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the city.
We're Colma, California, wherever that is.
That's nearby, but
Bullet, you're talking about Bullet, right? Is that where Steve McQueen's video?
Oh,
yeah.
There were parts of San Francisco, but not the crookedest street. The crookedest street, nobody was driving fast on.
Okay.
That's Lombard Street. It's a bunch of switchbacks. So the biggest thing that they do on that is like big wheel racing down the.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, adults on big wheels going down some crooked ass street.
Very cool.
No, I just rather go
get the green machine so you can pull up the brake and
the old green machine.
Tokyo drift that.
You need the sidewinder, baby. So that way you get the back end turn to get you sharp around it. That's what it's all about.
All right,
that's true.
Rob, show us what you got.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. I'm Rob. I'm not Chip. But I had a really lame visit to the comic book shop today. There was no Marvel for me. Not that they didn't have Marvel, but nothing that I collect. DC, almost nothing that I collect. And the Diamond shipment had just arrived, and most of the A team of the staff was in the back frantically pulling people's orders. But I did pick up Nightwing 91. The B cover there.
Yeah. Very nice.
So, it reminds me, I'm going to have to probably go on and check. Nightwing's gotten good enough and everything that I'm probably going to have to go on. I think my previews subscription is set to run out on issue 100. So I might have to turn that off when I go. Robbins, just because I'm a damn completionist and felt obligated to pick up the last of the run. And that was all my current books. All I else I got was an order that came. I had ordered some more of the Planet Comics blanks. They had these red blanks, which I ordered 3 of. Interesting enough, they're completely blank. I mean, the pages are. I knew the white ones were. These are all blank with red pages all throughout. But anyway,
right.
So I'm going to send.
You have somebody draw on every page.
No. Well, I might do on one of them or something. Might collect it for that. But I'm gonna send one of these to Austin because Austin had asked for one. I got him a white one. I'm gonna give him a red one, and then I'm gonna use a couple of these for some different things. Get some different sketches on some Planet Comics. I really want to get like a Mars Attacks style thing on one of these, and some kind of robot thing on one of these. So I gotta kind of get an idea. That's it. That was it. I was like so cheap. The most expensive part of my excursion was filling up the tank.
When I think of your comic collecting, Rob, I think cheap.
Usually not. I mean,
this could be the first time that there was no ratio shown.
I was getting to say he didn't get a 1 in 25.
No Star
or nothing.
Wars, no Spider title, nothing. He didn't even get the Hulk Spider or Spider Hulk.
I care less about the Hulk, and I'm sorry. But I mean, I looked at the shelf and there was so few books to begin with and nothing that I cared about. And I was in a rush to get back work. I said, you know what? I'm going to go back to work and we'll try again next week.
Right off the bat, Mark saying Send one out his way. He'll sketch it up for you.
Yeah.
Tyler has also nominated himself for a sketch, and War Machine Punisher is giving Tyler some
Squirtle
ideas.
sketch. Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
Squirtle on your
Some
book, Rob.
ideas.
Yeah.
Squirtle with sunglasses, though. Just a
Yeah.
heads up, everybody.
That just seems like a bad idea.
With the bubble helmet.
With-
I will recreate this week's whack meme on one of your books, Rob.
There you go.
oh god, I haven't seen what this week's meme was.
Rob, can you hold? Mark pointed out earlier. Can you hold out your Flash again, or your Robin? Was that a zombie pimp on the cover of Robin? Look at that. He's not far off.
Yeah.
Church.
Is that the Robin King? Is that who it's supposed to be?
No, she's like it's a girl,
it's a
right?
she? I can't.
Isn't it? It's like a girl Robin or something.
I mean, all Robins
I
look
didn't
so
get the
bold,
issue because I'm too behind, so I'm just gonna wait and get
The
them
young
later.
nubile boy faces look kind of like girl faces. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Biggie, my man. Hope that
Look
you're
who's
doing well.
talking.
Yeah.
I can sense the sarcasm from here.
Very cool. Robin Craven.
Craven.
Biggie, that's not. That's
That's what kind of
pretty
look
good.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Jim. And I got to point out again how handsome Jim looks in his beautiful Arsenal jersey.
Now he's
Very
making
good.
that face.
Let's go, Gunners.
Yeah, let's go, Gunners. Okay.
Show us what you got. All right, he's specced out.
Well, I was reading it. I want to finish it, and I'm hoping this is the end of it because I don't think I'm going to go much further after this. I just thought this one was cool.
Yes.
I almost grabbed the one you grabbed, but I decided to go with Mr. Captain Falcon.
So tell us, Jim, why don't you like Alex Ross?
I know,
Why do you
right?
hate real America?
Why do you hate real America? Got this Doctor Strange Nexus of Nightmares. I don't know. This might just be a one shot.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the Sandman up top there from DC.
I know.
Well, it's Nightmare.
It's Nightmare, yeah.
The Marvel's shitty
Right.
Sandman.
That was the end of Marvel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chop and Drop is in the house. Chop, hope that
and
you're doing
Drop.
well.
The two guys peeing off a bridge. Yeah.
I dug this. Yeah, but he peed in the Robin symbol, so I thought that was cool.
Nightwing. It's a
Or
Nightwing.
Nightwing symbol, yeah. Nice house.
Not to be a nerd, but
Yeah, no, you're right. Nightwing symbol.
Would you say that's Tynan's best right now, or would you go DC Vampires? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just think they're two different.
Well, they're two different flavors for sure.
Yeah, DC Vampires is just my fun read. I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next. It's fun. Yeah. This is more serious to me. Like, I'm like, okay, intense. We need to strategize, people. We need to figure out what the, I'm sitting here yelling at the book going, how come they haven't done this? And,
yes, sir.
I'm halfway through it, and I'm starting to lean towards Taylor's thinking that there's a lot in here. And then the last book, the very last book that I can't believe none of you got for today is a auspicious occasion. The Secret History, The War on Weed. It had to be done.
Yeah. I thought about getting it, but I really don't like the writer.
I got to admit, here in Canada, there is no war on weed, so that's more of an American thing. So
I don't talk about. I'm in California.
I got it as a gag,
but
and that was it.
They got weed
Jim,
sommeliers down here.
If you could kindly turn to your right, sir, and just show off the wall that Chop and Drop is saying.
Yeah. I don't know if I can.
If you notice, there's that Wolverine is just fantastic.
Yeah, the Wolverine's like melded into the yellow, but yeah, and I got to move this goofy lamp that my wife put in here. It's blocking Wonder Woman. That was issue 1 that George Perez that I got from George Perez, and up there is the Titans Annual right there that I got done. That was probably one of my favorite Dark Knight's death metal book covers. Obviously, I'm gonna have Deathstroke because he's one of my favorite DC villains.
Yeah,
and a Spawn book over that way, and the Thor book, so forth and so forth. That's my favorite Iron Fist, which you can't see because it's so far away, but it's John Byrne, the one where he's punching out, and then Spider-Woman, and that's it.
Very cool.
Yeah. And it's all thanks to Rob. Rob taught me what I needed to know to how to hang it.
Yeah, that Vigilante is a nice cover too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Like I said before, it's time to give away some books. I got a couple Walmart. I got one Walmart variant and one really cool DC book. I'll show it before I throw the generator up. But this is Captain America Iron Man issue number 1, the Walmart exclusive. And because, I like to throw my country around a little bit, but this is Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen, 2 fine Canadians with Robin and Batman number 1, the Prestige format, square-bound book.
I hear they're also pushing for 700 subscribers.
They could be. All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Rob's glorious show, Slab Hub, is put hashtag Slab Hub into the chat, and I will get those books off to whomever wins in the next couple moments.
Slab Hub will be airing this Saturday, no less.
In the next little while. So yeah, Rob, who is the guest on Slab Hub?
Why, it's Man Cave Comics.
Great.
He's gonna Doc's coming back. He's gonna bring how did he describe it? He said this week's theme is gonna be a lot of kind of not necessarily mainstream books. So a lot of kind of just non-mainstream books, there's some Gold Key stuff, some older stuff. So he's promised me the old original Magnus Robot Fighter.
Wow.
And look at some of the some old original Turok and some of the other stuff. And then when the next time after that he comes on, he'll be on for our 50th extravaganza. And then for that show, he's going to bring the mega who's books, whatever, for a big giant blowout thing. But
he doesn't he hasn't shown his mega books yet. Jesus.
I know, right?
The second appearance of Batman. Yeah.
Just wait and buckle up. So he'll be on, and since Chris won't be available this weekend, Gary B, Casual Comic Guy, is going to be stepping into the seat there and trying to fill in for Chris.
Chris getting deported?
It's true.
Yeah, he's being deported back to Canada.
All right, let's see. Let's just give this away. I think it's picked everyone else up. Gene saying Magnus Robot Fighter was one of my favorites in the 1960s. I enjoyed Magnus in the late 80s with the Valiant stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he fought robots and he didn't have to wear pants while he did it.
Right. And no PPE on his hands, no protection, just haul out sock 'em. All right.
Yeah. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, the original.
All right. Captain America, Iron Man number 1, and Robin and Batman number 1 is going to Chop and Drop.
At this point, it's just rigged for Chop.
Look at all that confetti just flying.
Yeah.
Chop, my man, please reach out to me on Instagram with your address if I don't already have it. I will have these sent off in the next little while.
It's not a bad read.
I do not send things off as fast as this guy does, but I will have it off in the next little while. And
it's not a bad read. I've been reading it.
Yeah. Congratulations, my man.
I am rather surprised sometimes when somebody wins something on Saturday and it's in their possession on Monday.
I know. It blows my mind. I'm like, why am I getting tagged in this? And I open it up. I'm like, didn't we do this draw like 48 hours ago? Like, does Rob have local pickup available? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so this is what happens, right? Is you guys always forget you're on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So when we get off the air on Slab Hub, it's only like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I go and I go wrap them right and pack them right away, and I can, if I have them done before 4, usually I can hand them to my postal carrier, and then he takes it off there, and then Sunday the stuff still travels, even if the postal workers aren't delivering to your door. The mail's still moving around the country, and a lot of times that day of uninterrupted travel, those packages they get ahead of time, and so they get about, as long as you're if you're west of the Mississippi, almost it seems that you get that unless you're in Utah. When I ship stuff to my son, it takes 3 days, but anywhere else, it's like 2 days.
Boom,
there.
done and done.
Yeah.
Taylor, show us what you got.
I didn't get a whole lot. I mean, it's a pretty light week for me, really.
You may have the thickest stack of everyone, though.
Wow, I usually do.
You thick bugger, you.
I got this book, Dark
Is
Beach #1.
Dark Biatch. Okay.
Yeah, from Behemoth Press.
Oh.
I got Donny Cates Shits on the Marvel Universe, issue #6.
So as good as Null's rollout or no?
I don't know if I've ever read Null's intro. So,
Oh, okay. Through Venom?
just tell one goddamn story already.
Easy now. Easy.
Not weird enough to have the Doom Patrol involved, but not bad.
That means thumbs up, everybody.
2 dudes peeing off a bridge. Goddamn ghost somewhere already. Like, seriously.
2 dudes.
I'm all about the
starting to
slow
drag out?
burn, but
Okay.
like, I agree with Mark on this one. It's just a retread. It's like every issue is like a different character, like does like 10 seconds worth of shit. I'm enjoying this. Black Hammer Reborn. It's the second to last issue of this one.
I really enjoy the catapult cover there. That's not lost on me.
This one came out a couple weeks ago, but everybody else just got it. Heavy Metal Drummer #3. This is weird, trippy aliens and prostitute sex and cats.
Is that a different size comic book?
Yeah, it's shorter.
Okay.
It's a smaller one from Behemoth.
Okay.
The last issue of Crimson Cage, which is pretty good. This is Macbeth and pro wrestling. It's a weird ending. And then probably my favorite book of the week, but you watch my goddamn video anyways, you sons of bitches.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
Ice Cream
fun
Man #30.
cover.
So, yeah, Mark, I didn't hate it. I thought it was kind of middle of the road. It's Mark Waid. I think most of what Mark Waid does is kind of middle of the road. Like, I don't think he's ever going to upset the proverbial apple cart. But, it was solid.
Circumstances saying that he enjoyed Crimson Cage and also Black Hammer Reborn. But Lemire is a good dude.
Lemire.
Where's he from?
Canada. But how does he pronounce it in an interview? Lemire.
Oh.
Limer.
Look, your house is not
Fair
on
Limer.
fear. Your house is on fire.
Let that
Lemire. Longmire.
It's not the mire. Well, anyways, it's just the mirror. But anyways, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm smoking too much weed right now.
So my question for the panel is this. Did Guns N' Roses save the new Thor trailer, or was it good enough to stand on its own?
I enjoyed it, but like, I'm a Thor sucker, and I like Thor Ragnarok quite a bit.
You're a Thor
so.
sucker.
Yeah.
Yes, I suck at any Thor.
he sucked until he was Thor.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You
Taylor,
put a
go
mule
ahead.
in my face, and I'm just taking it all in.
Yeah.
Getting hammered.
I don't think it hurt. Guns N' Roses didn't hurt it. I thought it was a
Look,
great.
Yeah.
It's a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
It teased a few things.
Which is
And
what
it
I
showed
want out of trailers. I don't want the trailers
Hold
to
on,
give
hold
away
on.
everything.
Pause. No one. Mark is not allowed to correct me on grammar in any way, shape, or form. You're also not allowed to correct me on geography. I'll let you have the time zone thing, sir. I'll let you have the time zone thing. E-Man's joined us. Hope that you're doing well, my man.
Yeah.
Circumstances saying that he enjoyed it and liked the comedy part aspect of it.
Yeah.
You get Tooth Snatcher and Tooth Grinder. You get everything you want. You get a big dead god in the frozen wasteland. What more do you need?
Right. Gene is talking about that. It's a fear that Jane will show up at the end. I'm kind of thinking they're going to kind of do a little bit of the whole Spider-Verse aspect with Thor in this, and that we're going to be possibly jumping around and seeing different Thors in different universes.
Maybe.
And,
I mean, they are calling it Love and Thunder. It'd be really weird for it to show up at her to show up at the very end if it's the love part of it all. I got to feel like we're fighting cancer throughout most of the book.
Yeah.
or most of the movie.
But
Right.
I gotta admit, my favorite part was to see Mjolnir put back together again. It seems that particular hammer that was destroyed by Hela,
Yeah, hella
to
good.
see that it's put
Okay.
back together again.
Right.
Yeah.
And Rob's
Plus,
gonna go
Natalie
pick up
Portman
some
looks buff.
slabs. Yeah, she did
Yeah,
look
I mean,
buff.
she's got
Yeah.
some could on her.
Yeah.
She could definitely work it out in the background, probably keeping quiet. Just, she seems like the quiet type.
My man Nick.
The quiet type.
But I thought it was a good, fun trailer, much in the respect or much in the flavor of what Ragnarok was at the beginning of the first Ragnarok trailer. We actually had
I think
Led
they
Zeppelin
scrubbed out.
giving
I think they scrubbed out at least one character on the trailer too. So
yeah,
sort of like they did in No Way Home, because like there's a weird composition where the guy that Taika Waititi voices, that stone guy.
Yeah, he's stoned.
But yeah, that
Yeah, I
character
know who
does
you're
show up
talking
in a
about.
couple scenes, but it's
He
not
does,
like
and like there's
the
a scene
full
where
thing.
he and Thor are looking up at something,
Right.
and they're off to the center, and Thor looks like he's in the middle of a trilogy, but there's nobody on the other side. And
So I
so
hope
it's
that
like,
you're doing well.
I think they scrubbed somebody out of that. So
Yeah, they've actually they may have scrubbed Natalie
Beta Ray
Portman
Bill.
out of that scene altogether, or maybe
Or-
Valkyrie
or Beta Ray Bill.
or Beta Ray Bill.
That's what I was gonna say. Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, Korg. Thank you,
Korg.
C-List.
Korg,
Thanks, Ian.
thanks, yeah,
Appreciate it.
C-List.
Yeah, Korg. And Nick said it too.
I kept thinking Throg. I'm like, that's not it, but like Throg,
Mm-mm.
Korg, lots of the same letters.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if they kind of do that universe jumping thing where they're finding different Thors,
Yeah.
this could be the perfect way to bring in Beta Ray Bill if they're going to bring in.
Yeah, I mean, because they're
Lady
on
Thor.
Star for part of it, and that's that portal world for everything. So
But-
See, Eric
but-
Masterson or whatever.
Right.
Thunderstrike. Mhm.
Sticky Goose is saying, yeah, we got to get Beta Ray.
yeah.
Everyone-
Absolutely.
But no, I think Paul's correct. It was Mephisto.
It was Mephisto all along. But speaking of which, if anybody wants these, $600, $600 ship. Anyway,
Well, that's the two of the hottest books going.
I know.
We did not get
I'll
to
give
see
you
any imagery of Gore the
$5
God Butcher. We may have seen what happens to gods after.
Based
we
what
Gore
I-
definitely
on
did,
the-
because I was like, there's a straight panel lift from the comic.
Based
On
on what
one.
I seen, he's just belongs playing the stand-up bass in a band with a couple of dummies and maybe playing Twister. Being worried about getting Melvined.
So here's a wild rumor that I heard. I'm trying to remember where I heard it. It was last night. I think it was. I was
paperback.
looking around, and I think somebody brought it up on Moonlit Comics' show. That is there the possibility? Because one of the things that I can't stand. There's no. I watched the Moon Knight show. I'm going to Moon Knight now, Chris. All right. And the Moon Knight show was absolutely horrible. All right. This last episode, my wife looked at me and like, what was that? I was like,
No, this is where it finally turned into a Moon Knight show.
I don't know. If you don't know the books, you're going to be really kind of
You're
like,
supposed to be
This
lost.
episode-
It's never
I like
mind.
this
We could fight about this one all
episode
day
better
long,
than the
Jim,
rest
but I don't
of
want to
them.
spoil it for people. It just released this morning. So
This episode was better than the rest of them, and it was like very much in the same vein of the Boba Fett show. What was different about this episode? And it just felt like it just felt like an Indiana Jones episode, pretty much.
Right.
That was kind of cool. Just the Egyptian lore for the first time.
I didn't like it. Anyway, going back to my original thought, because John is telling me I'm taking too long, which is right. Somebody brought up last night, what if Gore shows up, takes out all those Egyptian gods at the end?
Could it save the series? No.
No, we couldn't save the series, but it would connect it to Thor.
I don't know. I think this episode
win anymore though.
I think this episode kind of redeemed the series. So
Okay.
because it's finally turning into something where you don't know what's real or what's not, and it is the Moon Knight thing, and so
I'm just going to
Right.
pump the brakes gently on Moon Knight for a second.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
going to
wanna
go around the
spoil it
panel.
for
I know
everybody.
Mark's here now, and Mark has a lot of respect for Thor. So let me ask this question to each of you individually. Does Thor make it out of this movie alive? Chris Hemsworth's version of Thor, does he make it out of it? Or is this the final time that we're going to see Thor?
Can't it
Oh.
be
because we are going to see Lady Thor, and the big rumor is Beta Ray Bill.
Can't you have both?
Yeah,
Why do you have to kill him off? He can become the new Odin and he doesn't have to stay in shape. Hey, here's what we want, Hemsworth. You've done a great job. We're going to pay you some extra money. Every once in a while, we might call on you to be the Odin sitting on the new Odin sitting on the throne every once in a while these other Thors do their bit.
Jason.
But don't worry about it. We got it covered.
Taylor, did you speaking of, without spoiling the show, the Moon Knight, the way that the show ended the last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Did you read that Batman comic either one of the different times they had already done that?
No.
Okay,
But I read the Jeff Lemire Moon Knight run where they did that.
I've heard
Who's
of Jeff
that?
Lemire.
I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah.
Look, you don't put out a burning fear. You put
I'm
out a
not sure
burning
when
fire.
did these did
Proper noun,
Lemire do it
Chris,
first, or
proper
did they come
noun.
out before the Batman? Like,
It's
what's the
French.
chronology on that, Mark?
Say again, Taylor.
Did Lemire do it before Batman or after?
I think in between. If I'd have to go and look up his run, but just off memory, because they did it one time a long time ago. Then they did it a second time in the Last Night on Earth that Scott Snyder and Capullo did back in like 2018.
That was after, because Lemire was just 2014.
Yeah, again, that wasn't the first time they did it. That was just the most recent time.
Well, everyone likes to fuck with Batman. I mean, there's like the Arkham Asylum with the number of times he's gone crazy in Arkham Asylum.
But the what's real thing, like obviously I wasn't left wondering what's real. I was just left wondering. I know that this isn't real.
Do you, or is the other part not?
Hemsworth will play until King Thor. Then they'll have
pretty
all
sure
the Thors to include Storm,
Or is none
Throg,
of
and
it
Beta
real?
Ray Bill for
Like
the win.
I was
That would be
happy.
super
I was
stoked.
happy with how they were rolling with it. Like, this is cool. They're leaving us really hanging until the lights shifted, and then I'm like, okay, so this is not the reality that the world is living in that we're in right now.
I don't know if any of it is.
I'm going to say it first. I do not think Hemsworth's Thor makes it out of this film. I think this will be the last time we get his rendition of Thor, or the one that we're used to.
They're not going to kill a god.
Come on, man. Iron Man's fallen. Cap is no longer in existence. They're punking off the rest of the 06, man. It's time
Has
to
anyone
finish
just
them
looked
off.
up his contract?
That's just it. He's talked about many times that his contract's done, and he's now on a film-to-film deal, much like RDJ was after Iron Man 3.
They might send him off into space, but I don't think they're going to kill him.
This is the last one in his contract as of July 8th, 2022.
Heard it here first.
Well, I just Googled it also.
No need to kill him. I don't think you need to kill everybody.
Yeah,
No,
especially since you know what? You can recast him.
As long as you
don't
care.
to a female character instead, your job is done. They're doing that.
I was saying you can recast. You can recast Thor Odinson with another Helmsworth. They've got plenty of them.
That's true. They're
growing out there in Australia.
They're not running out of them, right?
And I'm pretty sure the kid running in the very beginning of the thing is a Hemsworth. It's Hemsworth's kid.
Yeah, all good. No worries.
He's done.
They don't have to. You just need a muscly blonde guy. I mean, they're all look the
worst
same.
comes to worst, you replace him with a Skarsgård. There's like 800 of those too.
See,
Yeah.
look,
Dude, are y'all gonna see
Simon
the
hit the nail
Norseman?
on the head.
That just reminded me of the Norseman that's coming out. Like, are y'all planning on seeing that? That looks awesome.
I'm more excited for the Nick Cage movie.
I'm very excited for that
I
too.
think
That looks hilarious.
It does look good.
That Norseman movie looks.
Damn it! I'll tell you what I'm anxious to see. I want the goddamn new Top Gun 2 to come out. I've been waiting too
that
damn
too.
long to potentially have my nostalgia blown away or shattered to pieces. And
Look,
I want it to be one or the other. God damn it!
It's about time we got a sequel to that homoerotic fighter pilot movie. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I mean, it's sure to be good.
Nick,
They only push off movies forever and ever and ever if they're really
Look
good.
on
Right?
here.
Yeah, they resisted doing any kind of streaming or any other release on that thing. So Jesus, they may have edited it 14 times since.
It'll probably be just as good as Morbius.
you shut your mouth. You
If it's
keep
working.
Morbius' name out.
They're doing reshoots over Chechnya right now, for all we know.
Yeah, the trailer for Top Gun 2 looks and sounds terrific.
That's all I
And,
need. That will be one that I will go pay extra money for the extra sound and the extra big screen at the goddamn theater,
You
because
can't say that live, Rob. I just got done talking about it on a video earlier this week. Unless you're at Rob's house, you have to go to the big screen to see this.
thanks
You
for
can't
joining us.
discredit
Beth.
your own sound system now.
I said I'll go pay to go see the extra big,
Hmm.
and that's the see. So
I think it was Tuesday on that. I was talking about how the Batman just released on HBO Max, but it's still in theaters. So
Yeah.
unless you can go to Rob's house, go
Right.
to the theater to see it first.
yeah. I mean, because the only way you're gonna have more subwoofers.
Yeah, the Flash keeps getting arrested, wheelchair.
Yeah. Hashtag Team Ezra.
Yeah, E is saying that
Team Chair Chucker.
that his friend saw it. It looks fantastic. Okay, and big movie buff. Kyle, my man, hope that you're doing well, and your sister as well. Thanks for joining us. So, did something happen in the last 24 hours?
The last 48.
Mhm.
What I miss?
The people that, from what I understand, the people that brought up the restraining order against him dropped the restraining order. And I can only assume that he was hanging out and partying with the same bunch of people, because late in the wee hours of the night, like after 12 o'clock, at a big get together, he got irate again, got asked to leave. This is on a private residence. He got mad, threw a chair. It ended up hitting someone in the brow and leaving a mark is all it says. She did not need medical attention for it or anything. But he left. The cops were called about it, and they ended up pulling him over and taking him to jail on second-degree assault for it. So, peace, Ezra.
Ladies and gentlemen, goodbye to Flashpoint.
Well,
the only way we're getting that movie.
That's the
only
beauty of
way
the
we're getting that
multiverse.
movie-
You can just recast him.
Dude, they're
only
gonna
way
have
we're
to,
getting that
they're gonna have
movie
to like
is
call
Michael
him
Keaton
Josh
does all the
Whedon
PR work.
to digitally change his face
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
like he did
Hey.
Superman's.
I
Just put a
can't.
mustache on him.
I can't. Yeah, put a mustache on him. I can't. I just, I feel bad for the people that had to work on that movie, though. I mean, this guy's just.
And I'm sure the special effects are going to be incredible, and the amount of
Right.
people that work on that kind of stuff. It's
Just-
sad.
Just recast him, man. Come on, John Wesley Ship's ready to go. Just get him on. Come on.
Who is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I agree, Arthur. I thought Ezra Miller was a poor choice to begin with. I also didn't like the way they portrayed the Flash. I just go around pushing people. What the hell?
Right.
It really
I-
is.
So
be
much
fair.
more, man. Come on. You're the
I'm
Flash.
not going to take away from the casting of him, because a lot of people gave Affleck flack too, and I thought Affleck was fantastic, both as
No.
Bruce Wayne as and as
The voice of
Batman.
Affleck
I
just
loved
died,
Affleck
so
as Bruce
me too.
Wayne and Batman. That was an excellent choice. This guy was just not the one for me.
And I honestly didn't have a problem with where they had the Flash from what we've seen so far, because we haven't seen a flushed out Flash. He's not even called the Flash. He has no experience.
We haven't even seen a flashed out flesh either.
Exactly. So we just saw him like for the first time stepping up to start to be what he's going to end up being, and that's what I thought was interesting, that they left us so much room to actually grow into the character. We haven't seen what it's going to be yet, kind of thing. But we'll never know at this point.
Yeah.
still
I
released it.
They're going
I'm
to
kinda
bury
thinking-
it.
That well done. I kind of think they're going to need Flashpoint to help with Black Adam, or vice versa. So I really think Flashpoint is going to happen in some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
They
But
need
it's
to leave
just gonna be-
everything away from Black Adam. Let Black Adam be Black Adam
Just
with the JSA. That's enough.
Just
It's-
drop your connected universe.
Yeah.
And just go back to having individual movies.
Yes.
Because you're obviously just you got to reboot again, because you've got too many other things. You're showing that look, you got a whole new Batman thing. It did well. It's its own entity. You don't need to connect it to anything.
Disagree. We've had Darkseid. We
I don't-
need more Darkseid to
No,
continue.
You've got
This
you
is
got
the
your
worst
fanboy
work.
film on HBO Max.
It's
Live
not
with
a
it. Move
fanboy
on.
film. No, Darkseid has nothing to do with
Dude,
fan.
I'm-
It's
you
about
got
a
You
fandom.
got the 6-hour movie. That's a fanboy film.
I'm probably the biggest Snyder fan that y'all hang out with, and I'm 100% in agreement with Rob on that. Like, I got what I wanted. I completely got what I wanted, and never going to have the second part of that, I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, I know
Because,
how.
yeah,
it
if
ends.
you get Darkseid, you're stuck with Jared Leto.
Well, I'm just saying, I know how it
Leto
ends.
Joker
Hero's
was okay.
clean, you know what I'm
Leto
saying?
Joker
Like,
was garbage.
Look, release the Ayers cut, and we'll find out what Joker was really up
this
to.
guy? You know what?
Speaking
Chris
of
is
Joker, that guy got arrested too for getting drunk in Ireland.
So just so you guys know,
Ireland.
in case you didn't know, Chris is working on his 600 subscriber count. Go ahead and unsubscribe right now to get him down to 600.
So we can do another giveaway.
Yeah, I agree with certain.
It's the race to the bottom.
Agree that like the connected universe is very compelling, but in my opinion, there's a tipping point for it. I'm not happy with how the MCU is right now. It's too contingent upon it. It's at the sacrifice of individual storytelling. You can't just go sit down and watch a movie and just like how with the Batman, that's a most recent, just standalone film. That's completely self-contained. It focused on itself and took the time.
It's setting up it's setting up a universe.
It's self-contained as is until something else comes beyond it.
Because they're doing the Penguin show, the Gotham Central.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of it. DC's got 7 universes that are all just doing their own goddamn weird thing.
Mark and I are 100% on board here. I'm like, the MCU was great when it started off. It was individual movies, and then they all came together. That's great. And it could have stopped right there and been fine. It's now everything is being built with this concept of having to connect it and intertwine.
Agreed,
Characters are having to make cameo appearances first in other titles before they get their own title. It's just like the comics.
Okay.
Where if you're not a person who's into it or a person who's watched all the films, it now becomes, I don't know if I even want to try to get into that because it's too much.
It's almost as if Marvel Comics is trying to pander to the masses, and they would never do something like that.
Here's the thing. Hold on. Mark just said that it's not being individual films anymore. I beg to differ. The Eternals was something entirely by itself. The Eternals. If you want
Eternals.
Eternals.
There's a huge language barrier going on tonight. What's happening, Chris?
His problem.
Eternals.
Well,
I saw it at the theater.
I will defend.
Yeah, okay, I saw that one too. Yeah,
I will defend Chris on this one, and that is the man has the disadvantage of living in a country where half of what he reads is in French.
This is slightly true, but no. They started off this way at DC, and if they want to hang a 90-degree turn, God bless them. But there's still story. There's still knots that need to be tied. There's still things that have to be finished. You can't just abandon characters because of someone wants to create a brand new narrative.
Sure,
so they can pick and choose who they want. Okay, so Wonder Woman has a large grossing film, so they give her a second one. It's total garbage, but they're going to get a third one anyway. They're going to ignore that. They're basically going to ignore the face of their franchise, Superman, and not do anything with that. And what they're going to do is try and change the narrative when it comes to the Man of Steel by giving an alternate universe Superman up front anyway, where the common man does not know Val-Zod and was going to think, they recasted Superman and now Superman's black when it's two different characters all together.
Is that going to happen anymore?
Warner Brothers is going to have it real simple, or whoever owns freaking DC anymore. They're going to do what has worked for them in the comic books. Nick mentioned it right here. Oh, God. They're just going to build a Batman connected universe. That's all they need. And then they can put out 1,400.
With the Batman.
They can put out 14. They can put out 1,400 Batman movies. It works for 1,400 Batman comic books. You don't need the rest of the DC comic books.
I like Val-Zod. I'm on board for it, but that's just weird approach to do.
Just put James Gunn in charge of everything.
Unless
that's right. The Batman and the Suicide Squad. That's all you need.
When it comes to the general audience, how are you going to pull that off?
Look,
let's just be honest, Peacemaker in every movie. That's all you need.
DC is still connecting their stories the same way that Marvel has. Even with Peacemaker, we still had the Justice League show up. Even in the Suicide Squad, we still had connections from the original one.
Here's how you can make it all work. I got one character.
They're still connecting it,
even
though they're getting one or two standalone films.
Mr. Mixoplex. That's all you need. He just does whatever the hell he wants, and then boom, it's all connected.
We'll make it better for you, Taylor. We're just gonna bring Booster Gold in. He'll connect it all, and you're good.
I like the time travel part of the whole idea.
I think Booster Gold would be a great series.
But I think Nick just summed it all up here that most of us would probably agree. They need a true comic nerd at the helm.
They
Like,
had
say-
one. And
like James
They
Brown?
had two. They had
And-
two.
Yeah, they went too artistic. That was in a time when Warner Brothers wasn't having it though. So that I don't think it. See, they had like the perfect storm of failure happen. Like they had the talent they needed, and as a company, they just couldn't commit. And in all sincerity, for the past 6 years now, it hasn't been a stable company with a clear vision. It's got bought out by AT&T, got restructured a couple of years later, and before that, the dust is just now settling from the restructuring of the end of 2019, 2020. And now they're doing a merger, which again, we can hope that the merger goes great. We do have some people that have been sitting on the sideline watching all the things that have gone wrong, thinking how they would do different. But are they going to be successful when they try? We don't know.
Yeah. No, I think you just gotta let them do their individuals for now, and let it and let everything settle. The problem is also with these connected. I mean, it's like today's social media world with young people that get a lot of money are coming to stardom on fandom all of a sudden. They're just like anybody. They start having fun. They're going to get the wrong picture taken, say something to the wrong person, or say the wrong thing.
Throw the
And
chair
in
at the wrong head.
and the PC centric world, everyone's going to blow up and want to cancel them out of this or that. And so it's going to be almost impossible to hold a big, huge, multi-universal cast together over a multi-series of movies.
I don't know. Marvel did
So
it.
don't do it.
Marvel's managed.
Yeah, Gina Carano's still there, right?
Well, she's
How
Star Wars.
Shuri doing, Taylor?
Gina Carano is a tertiary character.
It's
Gina
just
Carano is a tertiary character at best, and also couldn't act.
But
So
they started off by doing the opposite. They went and found the guy who already had all the drug and alcohol problems and said, "Hey, we're gonna make you
exactly
the center of our universe to begin with, and you just be the good guy." So as long as you were better than Robert Downey Jr. at his worst,
That was
well, drugs and alcohol are not the same thing.
Yeah, that's not shunned upon. That's not shunned upon.
I'm not saying it's shunned upon. I'm just saying it's self-harm or self things versus espousing stupid ass ideas to other people.
Hmm.
I think there's different.
Okay.
In the end, I think the Guns N' Roses song saved the Thor trailer because we didn't get gore in it. That was my original
It should have been Nickelback, a good Canadian band.
No, come on. Shame on you. It was far better. Come on. Rush. Tom Sawyer would have been terrific at the beginning.
Hasn't Tom Sawyer been used in 20 Marvel movies already?
Has it?
I don't know. It seems like it should have been.
Come on.
Are you talking about the song?
You see, Neil Peart starts coming in with that drum roll. People are going to be like, ooh.
They him to bring a damn Canadian in it also again.
That was my fault.
No, but yeah, Taylor did that.
I didn't even do it. Yeah, that's
my fault. But I brought up Nickelback, the biggest Canadian band of all.
Nickelback?
Yeah.
No, come on, Neil. You're going to get zombie Neil Peart if you keep that kind of language up, and nobody wants that.
What about Snow?
What about Snow? Do you know the name of his album? 12 Inches of Snow.
No, I don't know the name of his album.
I just remember when that single hit and everybody coming into the store asking for that song, and they didn't know how to. That song was boom 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 now. Oh, you want that song? Okay, hold on. Here you go.
Come on, that'd be the perfect song for Quantumania.
That's a perfect song for Black Adam.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, kids, this is amazing.
Yes,
amazing. We saved that word for childbirth.
Unless I'm done with. I'm
told by Spider-Man.
Freaking. I would use the word miraculous if that happened. I'm long done with that. Let me tell you.
But
speaking of which, though, hey Mark, you take care of my wife while she's in Atlanta, will you?
Ooh.
I already told her you were very disappointed. You were very disappointed that I wasn't coming with her.
Rob comes later.
Ooh, he's got. Ooh.
Nice.
Where'd you get that?
Does it have a good sound effect?
I think Nick likes it.
When finally I was at Walmart one evening and I caught one of the McFarlane figures But Finn saw this one before I even found the McFarlane Batman, so he got himself a Batmobile, and he actually got to see it in action for the first time earlier this week. He was blown away.
Ooh, lucky kid.
Is there a Batman in there?
Oh yeah.
I just put him in there.
Oh, did you? What was I doing?
I don't know. Probably trying to figure out how to pronounce Lemire.
Lemire.
So he comes with the car?
Yeah, the car came in the box with like the Batman. And
I have to go look for that.
like
I
they
just
had
like
a
that.
remote
That's
control
cool.
one, and I'm like, nah, like because you want to like grab it and like run around with it and
I
stuff.
like that it's a matte black too.
Yeah, I do.
Dude. It feels like a McFarlane vehicle, like it's solid. Like the wheels are like actual rubber on them and stuff.
Kyle, we're looking forward to that. Kyle's saying that he's writing his own
Nice.
fan story called Batman, Red Batman. Dope has joined us. Yo, yo, yo.
Nice. I like it. I may have to go look for that. Go with my old school Batman.
I just
So,
wanna
Mark,
say-
can you show us the books you picked up over the last 24 hours? Nice. That's it.
Now Nick sent me that a while back. I think I got some new books. Stuff that y'all shown. I got Nice House,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that B cover before.
Waste of an Issue. It's the weakest one yet.
Yeah, don't
The
tell me
B
that. I
covers
still
are
gotta
normally
read
like
it.
pretty nice, almost like spoilerish, or like they got clues hidden in them and stuff.
Yeah, I
Okay.
kind of agree with you on Nice House, Mark.
Huh?
I agree with you on Nice House.
Yeah. We're just trudging over.
They just need to go somewhere, like somewhere,
like,
anywhere.
issue 7 and 8 are now just issue like what 3 and 4 that we've already
Yeah.
done, just redoing it.
Much like Something's Killing Children 21, it's just issue 1.
Stop it. Stop that. Okay. Oh, you
What?
went with
Time
the
and
normal
trope.
one.
When
Bring
you
your
run
kid
out of
to-
ideas, you just do
to
the same
work
thing.
day.
That is awful. That is god awful.
That's
Yeah.
the Wallace. Who the F farted face?
Yeah, that looks weird.
Who the F just farted? And bro, that is so fun. Just pure fun.
Yeah, if I had a complaint, I wish the Doom Patrol was wackier. But it was the original lineup, and they're going back to the Silver Age
Yeah.
version of them. Which
Yeah, it's really cool. You're right, Taylor. It's fantastic. That's it for right now. I got- and there's one other book. Let's see, Hulk number 6, which I read. I've definitely read it. Power Rangers 18, and We Live number 2 that I'll be picking up. Hulk 6 was not bad. It was a horrible
Ignacio.
finale to an arc, but it was the start of an actual Hulk run finally. So as a single issue, I wasn't upset with it. It does not make up for the first 5 issues whatsoever.
Is it trending upwards, Mark, or are people going to be bailing on it now that it's all said and done?
It's not said and done, and I couldn't tell you either way on that one, Chris.
Okay.
It's literally just getting started. Like what they did with this issue is everyone knows Titan was coming, and what they've done in this issue is introduce the concept that's going to be probably an ongoing theme of this book, kind of like how Immortal Hulk had a specific way that they looked at the Hulk, and they played with that concept with the whole place below all and everything. And so this is going to be the concept behind why Titan exists.
yeah, it's the dumbass concept. Johnny Cage
Johnny
is just
Cage.
trolling people. He's just trolling people with Hulk. He really is.
If you read Crossover, he pretty much openly says it in the pages
Yeah.
of Crossover.
Uh-huh.
Read Lonely City, everyone. It's shaping up to possibly be the read of the week.
You didn't read World's Finest?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. You're good.
You haven't read Lonely City?
No, I don't pick that up.
Oh.
Nothing against you or anything. It's just that's an expensive book.
on
$7,
digital, right?
Maybe I'll
$7.
send the 3 of them to you.
I'll read them if you send them to me, or if they hit.
It's probably on digital, isn't it?
I mean, I'm sure I could get it digital, but if it's not on DCU,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll get there eventually.
Thank you,
I'm still waiting
Ignacio.
on DC versus Vampires to get there.
Hey,
Straw.
he's talking smack, Chris.
No,
No. He's waiting for it to get to DCU so you can read it. digitally.
Oh, I was getting ready to say
Yeah.
it's got there and then. What are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you talking about?
I think everyone would agree at this point that
By
it's
the
a
way,
real,
on
real
a separate
fun
note,
book.
does anybody read any books on Comixology? Because that is the dumbest user interface ever. It's impossible to navigate through, and it's a pain in the.
I have an I have a subscription to it, but I'm not a subscription. I don't pay for it. I have an account with it from way back in the day.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the New 52, that's where I was getting.
I just logged into it for the first time the other day, trying to find some stuff, and like it's awful. I mean, Marvel is pretty bad too. Like DC is the best interface, Marvel's second, but Comixology is horrible.
I always felt back in the day that it was really difficult to just find.
It's just like
Comixology, even way back in the beginning, unless you happen to subscribe to it, and even then, it was still a challenge. But
like DC has the best app. It really does. It's like it's the easiest to navigate. They have up to date new stuff. Marvel's is hard to search for too, but
you would think you would think it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, there's how hard is it to create a database?
Well, and a searchable database that's easy to search, and that has things. No,
I mean, been doing that. People have been doing that for years.
Especially when you're owned by fucking Amazon. The whole thing is like finding dumb shit on their website.
I know. They should not only be able to find what you're looking for, but have 14 suggestions that you go, wow, you know what? Actually, I do want
I'll take the Chinese knockoff of Comixology. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why I would need that, but damn it, I feel obligated. I should get it. It seems like such a good price.
Yeah, Marvel Unlimited has gotten better. I still think and I'm not a fanboy. I'm not Mark, but like DC Unlimited is the best app out there for comics. Like right now.
Taylor Winter presented to you by DC.
Yes.
Wow.
He's got a new channel sponsor. His new channel sponsor drops this week.
Taylor went out and battled for Giants and got it.
DC Unlimited was my channel sponsor. That means like
speaking of, never hear a negative DC review on Taylor's channel.
Yeah, speaking of, that's a problem.
Let me tell you, Green Lantern was amazing.
I love Flash.
Yeah, the Flash is the best character ever. I don't see a single flaw with him.
Tyna's one on Batman was legendary.
Ezra Miller was robbed.
Suicide Squad Trial by Fear.
Yeah, fire.
See how I did that?
I'm currently reading the Legend series. You know, the 6-part series that Ostrander did. Like that's where they first brought in the villains as the Squad, but it was a 22-issue full crossover, like not crossover, but tie-ins and everything. So one cool thing about the DC app is you can search by story.
I would love to sell out. Sponsors, I will sell out. Look, I am broke.
0.5 broke.
I'm a dirty whore.
Yeah, I say when somebody calls Taylor whore, he goes, "Yes, I am."
Yeah.
You
say that like it's a bad thing. Now vote for me in the Comic Book Community Awards that are now actually reviewing. That now actually accept comic book review channels.
Brian dropped that today or yesterday, saying that there is now going to be an award for comic book reviews, not just omnibus reviews, but comic book reviews
or Beth
as
Mustache.
well.
Yeah, there's like weird other stuff on there.
Because you know what's great about being a whore is you get some and you get to eat.
Exactly.
Wow. Jeez. And on that note, we'll go around the horn. Jim, what's coming up on the
That's what
Jim
she
channel?
Said. I have not put a video together yet, but I'm working on an AOK that I can't show it. And, I might do a video of that.
Oh, what are you sending me?
But after I mail it out.
God, is that another mail truck?
Anyway, that's about it right now. I need to get with my bro, and we need to come up with a day to do a show or something.
Yeah.
He's more creative than I am.
You got to touch your rings that you guys have.
That's
two
right.
Bros, two
Wonder Twins.
The Wonder Twin bro power. Yeah. So you put the ring on.
Taylor, I'm presuming it's dropping in the next 45 minutes?
Yeah, my cranky comic book reviews in about 45 minutes. Tomorrow, I'm stepping on Chris's thunder and releasing the last of my Walmart videos ever, hopefully. And next Monday,
I'm glad my lawyer did his job.
Yeah. Next Monday, I have Eddie is back on my channel for the round 2 of unboxing match. We might be trolling each other a little bit with these boxes, so if you want to see that, tune on in, because Eddie's a son of a bitch, and so I had to get revenge on his son of a bitchdom. So,
Robert, besides Slab Hub, what are you opening?
I don't know. There's a there's something that's opening up tomorrow. Wait, Thursday's tomorrow. Yeah, there's a video that's queued up. I'm opening something. I'm not sure what it is. I can't remember. And then Monday will be some more packages, and somewhere in there I'm going to unbox some AOK. Do an AOK unboxing. Because I have a stack here, including one that arrived today from the beautiful Michael Beckerman.
Oh,
Michael Becker, you're my
I know what's in
hero.
there.
Nice.
So so that's a big one. So that's going to be exciting. So there'll be some of those things, and I'll show up. I'll be on Thursday. This Thursday, I'll be over on Gary B's channel. I hear that there's a very cool member of our community going to show up and be in the hot seat this week. And then on Friday I'll show up on the community hangout. So I'll be all over the place. And then on Sunday I'll probably be on, or Saturday I'll be on Chip's channel in the evening.
Because Chip is in Hawaii or something.
Kyle, go ahead and type in what you're doing, my man. I'll spotlight it as I always do. And by lawyer, did I mean Mark with his suit? That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So I just got to throw in that whole game, like in the best Ferris Bueller type aspect you can. Michael Becker, you're my hero.
Arthur, there is some good stories being published by both. I know that we're all kind of panning the Hulk right now, but ASM is about to get relaunched again. Mark and I will always push Suicide Squad on DC. There's a lot of good titles being done by both. And if you're not reading Superman from DC or at least Action Comics, you're missing out. With that being said, Mark, what's coming up on for the Legion?
Arthur, you're 100% right, by the way.
Legion of Comics.
Oh man,
how many mystery boxes are you opening in the next 7 days?
Oh, I can happily announce 0.
Oh Lord, he's being attacked.
So while Mark's being attacked, I will say that at week's end will be Sunday night, and there will be a community hangout Friday morning. And just reach out to Mark or Tyler if you're interested in being a part of that panel. And with that being said, I'll be doing some Walmart videos next week. I'll be dropping my 700 subscriber push, and I'll show off a few of the GPs I'm going to be giving away. With that being said, thank you to everyone on the panel. Thanks to everyone that's been hanging out in the chat. We appreciate it. Congratulations to Chop and Drop. Again, every Wednesday when I do this, I'll try and give away some Walmart books the best that I can, as long as I have them.
Chop is the man.
They are.
I guess I'm technically pushing to 1,000 too. I'm getting there.
All we know is my wife is going to be.
I'm 125 or so away, so it'll be a while. Getting like 5 subscribers a month.
If y'all didn't already watch, I did one of the first appearance challenges.
Ooh,
Alex, the Comic Hoarder, started it, but Mad Spidey is where I found it. He tagged me in it to do it, and it was really fun.
Maybe I'll do one of those. I have a few first appearances.
I haven't been tagged in it, so I've just been watching everyone do theirs. And Mark's was all
nice.
Kel Surprise, DC centric.
Well, that was because it was asked of me. That's
okay.
Mad Spidey tagged me, and if you watch his, he only had Marvel, and he tagged me because he knows I love DC, and he knows I collect both, but he would be interested to see some of the DC stuff.
There you go.
The yin to the yang, so to speak.
Yeah, I set parameters on it. I want to do just DC, and Mad Spidey tagged me, and he does not collect graded books. If he buys graded books, he opens them. So I made sure to only pull raw books. And then I tried to do a little off the beaten path that you don't see every day and keep it relevant to current comics at the same time. So it was really fun.
Kyle's saying that he'll be doing a review of Peacemaker with his sister.
Nice.
Everyone, please check that out. Those are two good people. And until we see you all again, everyone, take care.
Stand at ease, suckers.
Taylor, please say it for me. Thank you. One more time.
Don't be a dick.
We are Legion.
Keep digging.
Thank